Hello. Over here I have my Tamron 17-28mm f2.8. I'm gonna go for a hike and test it out how it's gonna perform for video. Okay, I just swapped the lens and you already can see how much more it can fit into the frame. Also gonna take my Sony A7 III just for taking pictures, and this is just a regular 35 1.4. This is what I usually use for video. I also have this little friend here. This is my ND filter, and it's very handy when shooting outdoors in the sunny weather. So I'm gonna get this guy ready to go. So first impression right away, 17-28, 17 is pretty wide angle and it's really easy to film yourself. You can fit a lot into the frame. You can grab your camera even without a tripod, extend your hand, and you can fit your face into the frame pretty comfortably without, stretching all the way out. That goes to the point number 2. Handheld footage is much more stable compared to 50mm or 35mm, which is very handy if you don't want to bring a gimbal in your backpack. Impression number 3. Zoom allows you to make a quick adjustments to your composition or make a dramatic zoom-ins into the subject if needed. The only downside for me is f-stop is only 2.8, and I'm a sucker for prime lenses, and they usually go with 1.4, 1.8 or somewhere around it. But honestly, if you just take this lens for a hike, it's doing the thing. You can still have your background separation if needed, and if you want to shoot in the low light, you can always crank up your ISO. The reason I got this lens in the first place because I wanted something versatile for my hikes that can capture wide-angle views of the landscape, or I can film myself, and also I wanted some kind of flexibility so I can zoom in into something. And I think the Tamron does a pretty good job of all of those things. The alternative was to get a GM lens, but it's twice as pricey compared to the Tamron. Tamron is, I believe it's $800 and GM lens is about $1,500. Generally, I'm pretty happy with the results. The lens is very sharp and the quality of the video turned out pretty okay to my liking. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and do you own Tamron or do you own GM lens? What are your impressions?